And when it comes to babies and newborns, of course, we always say sleep is as good as gold, right?
But for new parents, safe sleep can be a life-saving difference for your child, give you that peace of mind as well. Joining us this morning, Dr. Richard So of the Cleveland Clinic Children's, here to break down the new guidelines from the American Academy of Pediatrics. And it's been a little while since we've heard from them. And from you, well, by the way, so welcome back.
Well,
good to see you again.
in the studio. It has been a long time.
Yeah.
Thank you. But we always hear, you know, it's funny, even when I had my kids 21 years ago, my mom said, no, you're supposed to do this, you're supposed to do that. Because research is being done over time that shows changes, and we start seeing what is healthier for a baby, and that stuff changes.
Yeah, what we did back then, you know, is different than what we do now. Like back in the day, they would say, oh, our babies sleep better on their bellies, but now the recommendations are babies should sleep on their backs. Also, too, in the cribs, no bumpers, no blankets, no pillows, no mesh.
So that hasn't changed for a good 20-some years. Back to Sleep is that program, Back to Sleep, put the babies on their back.
Correct, but this is the latest guidelines from the American Academy of Pediatrics, where there's additional parts. For example, hats aren't recommended, as that the baby can overheat, get too somber, might not wake up.
Well, and that's interesting, because I asked you during commercial break, I said, you mean hats like when they're inside, outside? You said never.
Never. So
babies should not have hats on.
No, they don't wear hats. They can get overheated.
Yeah. So you said just when they're born, maybe right when they're born in the hospital.
Or if you're outdoors. That would be okay, but inside your own bedrooms, that's also a recommendation. Inside the parents' room in a separate crib or bed for at least the first 6 months.
Okay, that's good to know.
The co-sleeping tends to happen a lot because it's convenient for people.
There's a presumption that I can be closer, my baby could be safer, but we're very respectful that happens, like if someone falls asleep. But what we're saying now, you can set an alarm on your phone that can do it, but we're just trying to prevent any accidental suffocations.
And it's important, the Academy is still recommending that babies sleep in the bedroom with the parents in a bassinet, in a separate bed, for at least the first 6 months?
Correct. Also, babies shouldn't be on a couch or on a sofa. There can be accidental entrapments where they could get stuck within a cushion with their face down. One of the latest, too, is also you shouldn't have any weighted swaddles, weighted blankets. Also, there should be an end point to the swaddle. Once you think your baby can roll, all right, you should be out of the swaddle, because if they roll over in the swaddle, they can get stuck and they can have unexplained and inadvertent accidents.
What is this, the sleep products with a 10-degree incline? What is that?
So a lot of people are concerned about my baby spitting up and choking.
Reflux, like my second had reflux, so they wanted us to incline her.
But no more than 10 degrees is the current recommendation.
Is that enough?
Because what happens if it was more than 10 degrees, the baby would roll. Or
just gonna slide.
Yes, and can get stuck face down.
Okay.
Especially if they're swaddled. For
sure. How important is tummy time still for babies? Is that still a big thing?
Oh, tummy time is very important, so you should still be doing that. 2 reasons. Number one, you can prevent the flat spot on the head. All right?
Really?
Yes, because that's one of the consequences of the Back to Sleep program. And number 2 is that when the baby's on their belly, you're strengthening the back muscles so the baby can push up and protect themselves.
Tummy time.
And this, obviously, these recommendations, not only for the safety of the baby, but for the help of the parents, too, because if the baby's sleeping well, then the parents get some rest.
Yes, we just want safe sleep is the bottom line.
Any new guidelines that you feel like you need to get out to parents? Because as we said, things change over the years.
The weighted blankets and the weighted swaddlers, those are all marketed right now, but they're not recommended by American Academy of Pediatrics. Get the baby in the crib.
And again, no
bumpers.
Keep it empty. You know, you see all this cute stuff, and people want to buy you things for the crib, but
the slats on the bumpers are to keep the baby from falling on the ground, but the baby can at least breathe through that. But also to mesh, kids, I've seen fingers pull up on the mesh, and the kids get stuck in the mesh, so no mesh either.
And if you have any questions, you know, contact your doctor or your pediatrician, because you're the source of information for that.
If there's any questions, call your local pediatrician.
Well, we love what you're doing at Cleveland Clinic Children's. Always just amazing things every day, every minute.
Thanks. Just taking care of the kids.
Oh, we love that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, doctor.